For the last 7 days, we've explored presence, our energy, the body, rest, our thoughts, and joy. And today, I don't want to give you another thing to work on. I want you to just sit in stillness and just observe. Because reflection is something we don't do nearly enough of. We're very good at moving on to the next thing, finishing the challenge, starting another, reading the IT book, listening to the podcast, taking that course, and then setting new goals. But information isn't necessarily transformation. What changes us is what we actually integrate into our lives. So think back over this past week. Was there a conversation that stayed with you? Something that made you uncomfortable? Something that made you laugh? A question you kept thinking about? Perhaps you realized you need more rest. Maybe you notice how quickly you react. Perhaps you've been living largely on autopilot and you discovered that you haven't been having nearly enough fun. Whatever came up for you, you don't need 7 new habits. Choose one thing, one practice, one question, one small shift that you want to carry forward. And before we finish, I'd like you to take one deep, slow breath and release. Now ask yourself, what would change if you became a little more intentional about how you experience your own life? You don't need to rush the answer. That's the beautiful thing about some questions. We don't have to answer them immediately. Sometimes they're simply something worth exploring.